Hey guys, what is up? Welcome back to my channel. How the heck have you been? I'm back today with another makeup tutorial. Fall is in the air, guys. It is in the air. I have fall candles burning. I have been feeling, you guys know I love olive, okay? It's my favorite color. It's like a safari type of green. I did my nails, we got the shirt, and I was like, you know what? Let's bring it to the face. Let's bring it to the eyes. So that's what I did, obviously, in today's video with a little bit more of a deeper lip to bring in the fall cozy vibes. And then I also wanted to share, look at this. I found this olive clip at Marshall's the other day. I was trying to get some candles from there, some experiment with candles, and I don't know, I'm just on this whole thing. Anyways, I'm getting so off track. We have a lot to do here, so make sure you subscribe before you guys leave. At the end of the video, make sure you thumbs it up if you enjoyed, and let's get going. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Okay, so let's go ahead and let's get started. I'm gonna start with eyes, just because I typically always do if you guys watch my videos. Just because fallout, it's less to clean up. Everybody has their preference, but we're gonna do eyes first today. So the palette that I'm going in with, I hope most of you guys have this palette. I wanted to find the perfect, obviously, you know, kind of like safari type of green shade for fall, but I dug in my collection. I have this Morphe. It's the Dare to Create palette. It's a relatively newer Morphe palette because I'm looking at this shade right here, which is really beautiful. Kind of like these three right here. I got my green tea too. Anyways, getting off track already. And we just started. To start off, I am going to prime the eyes. This is the P. Louise base in Rumor 2. First shade that I'm going into is the shade Bear. And I'm just going to use this as a transition. It's a little bit more of a cooler transition. And you can use these as bronzers too. I think that was the point of this palette with that middle row there. I think I'm going to keep this look a little bit more rounded today and not blown out. But I'm just pressing it on there. No additional product. And then I'm just going to start buffing this. Let's take a little bit of Sunder. It's the third one in and a little bit warmer. I'm gonna take that a little bit more on a definer brush and I'm gonna keep this kind of like in this crease area, but kind of below what we just did. And it's okay to bring your color down because we're gonna put the olive shade in there. You just wanna kind of focus it. Be a little bit more strategic like in the upper part. Next, let's take up a little bit of cat eye. When I put the olive shade on the lid, I don't want it to go from like super light to like super dark. I want something that's gonna kind of mesh the transition with the olive shade. See, so something like that. We're gonna clean out the outer portion once we get the foundation on. So this is where we're at. I'm now going to, just to brighten up the lid, it is a little bright already, but just to make that olive pop a little bit more, I'm gonna take a little bit more of the P. Louise base, pat it on. Just like that. And then we'll perfect it once we get the olive on, but this is kind of where we should be. So the shade that I'm going to use is Pine. It's the little bit more of the deeper green. Hopefully it looks green on camera. I think I'm going to add like an olive shimmer on there too. I think I got to just find one. Okay, so this is where we're at. I was going to keep this all matte, but honestly, I don't know if it's on me or I don't know, but it's a little splotchy. Like you can kind of see in this area here. So I'm gonna take a shimmer. I'm gonna take So Glam. It definitely looks gold to you guys, like probably on camera, but it's a really pretty like pressed olive foil. I'm not gonna wet my brush. I'm gonna use it dry first. And I kind of like that. It like brightens it up a little bit. I'm gonna wet my brush. Ooh, yes. I kind of like where this went. We almost have like an olive with like a gold shift to it. I kind of like it. And I'm going to blend out the corners once we go ahead and get foundation, concealer. We'll touch everything up. But in the meantime, I'm going to pop on some lashes and I'll be right back. Okay guys, my lashes are on. I wanted to go all out today. as you can see. These are dramatic lashes. Obviously, you don't need to put these dramatic of lashes on. I will still have to put mascara on my regular lashes, but my lashes, but I want these to kind of set down first. But let's go ahead and start on the complexion. So for foundation, I am going to use a little bit more of a dewy foundation. So I'm going to use a more mattifying primer. I'm going to go in all over the face with the e.l.f. Matte Putty Primer. Take that just on a flat like foundation brush, and I'm going to put that like in the center of my face here. I am going to use a pore filling primer as well, just because like I have to, especially like around my nose area. There's like a lot of like blackheads and pores in my T-zone, so I like to fill those because this really doesn't fill the pores, I don't feel like. So, and these I think are bites, because I was like on the pores the other day, they're itchy. Like I don't even think they're like little breakouts because they're so itchy. I think I got bit up out there. To fill the pores, I'm going in. This is the NYX Pore Folder. You guys know I love this. It's like such a dry formula. Do not use this all over your face because, I mean, unless you're like super oily, but this is definitely more mattifying, and I feel like this fills in the pores. I am gonna use a little bit more of a dewier foundation, just because I'm like super dry these days, and I was gonna do an all like matte look, but obviously that didn't work. So I want to use a little bit more of a dewy foundation. It's an oldie, but like such a goodie. Okay, so it's the Maybelline. It's the Dewy and Smooth for normal to dry skin. It's the Fit Me foundation. I always used to use the matte and poreless, but I find with age that I'm liking this one a lot more. And just go to town. Yeah, it's a little dark for me, but I think I can make it work. So smooth, like going on. It's just, I mean, this isn't the fullest coverage, but I don't really need too much coverage today. I know I look crazy right now. I can also go in with like a brush too for fuller coverage. So I wouldn't go with this if you're looking for a more long-lasting, you know, a little bit more full coverage foundation. But for a couple hours of wear, this is great. And I love how it looks and sits on the skin. On the skin. It's very natural and obviously dewy, hence the Dewy and Smooth. So we have that, and then we're gonna powder and everything too. I am going to cream contour. For that, you guys know I love my Maybelline Fit Me concealer. This one's in the shade Cafe. So I'm just gonna do this. Now we'll kind of clean everything up with concealer. To do a little bit of this eye, you know, this is my bad eye. You can tell right here how bad that is. So I'm gonna go in. I love my LA Girl. This is the Pro HD concealer in the shade Natural, just to brighten, cause I need some help in this area. You know, things just aren't looking good these days under my eyes. So I'm just using my finger. I did this the other day and it like worked so well because it warms up the product. And I just kind of like tap it in too. But see what that did? To actually conceal, I'm going in with this guy. It's the NYX Can't Stop Won't Stop concealer. This one's in the shade Vanilla, which I think will work with me. This is a little bit more of a drier matte concealer, if that's what you like. So definitely make sure you're highly moisturized under your eyes, but this does a really good job of setting down too. So I think Vanilla I can do, yeah. So just be careful. So I'm gonna put that like right here. Lightly start tapping this out. This is a really great concealer. I don't know why I've been using a lot of NYX lately, but they are getting expensive. See how well it did? Look at the coverage, I'm telling you. And then once we even put on, what am I trying to say? Once we set that with powder too, we're gonna get additional coverage. I think I'm gonna self-tan tonight, actually. I miss it. It just makes you feel some type of way. You know what I mean? All you self-tanning ladies and guys out there. You know what I mean? To set the face, I'm debating because I really like my collab powder that you guys know. It's the Ultra Fine Loose Setting Powder, but I haven't used this in such a long time, and I used to use this all the time. It's the, you know what? I'm not even realizing that I'm using a lot of Fit Me, Maybelline Fit Me products from the collection. Why don't we just use the old school? It's the Maybelline Fit Me. This one's in the shade number 10, Fair Light. I'm gonna look up, tap away the creases, and I'm gonna load that up. Beautiful, look at that. I'm just gonna like pretty much set my whole face with this. So we're not slipping and sliding because this is not, you know, really a transfer resistant type of foundation. To bronze up the skin, I'm gonna go in with this. This is actually new. I've had it, it's been sitting here. It's from Ace Beauté, their Bronzed in Paradise bronzing palette. Look how pretty. I mean, you can definitely, deeper skin tones, they got you covered here, even though this really looks, I don't know, it looks red on camera. But we do have some really nice warm bronze shades, so I'm gonna obviously probably use, I might use like a mix of these two right here. Look at that, oh wow. Oh yeah, okay, I kept it light just because I'm so fair. Sometimes I can get really, really carried away with bronzer. So that looks nice. Bronze in Paradise, super, super nice. Okay, now for nose contour, you guys know I have to use like my Hoola Benefit Hoola bronzer for a little bit of nose contour. For blush, I do have a new blush palette that also has been sitting here and I have not used it yet. This is from my Makeup Revolution. It's the Blush Burst palette from the Roxy collection. I wanna say this is still available because I picked it up not too long ago. Look at this. I mean, you have everything from super muted down to like even deeper complexions. Oh, you guys would look good in these bright ones. But oh my God, it's just like such a gorgeous palette. So I'm curious to see what the payoff is gonna be. Let's try this one over here. And if not, I'm gonna deepen it with this one. That way it fits. Okay, that's kind of cute. I've been loving the blush on like, oh, there we are. There we go. I've been loving the blush on the cheeks, like right here, especially if you don't have like the highest, you know, beautiful cheekbones. Like you can kind of see from the side here, I don't have much here, like volume. So I like to make my face look a little bit fuller. So I put it right here, but oh my God, that is so, oh my God, I love that. Now I'm just gonna take my sponge a little bit and go like right here, just to mute her down a little bit. For the brows, it's not going to be any different, using the Lift and Snatch from NYX in Espresso, and then I'm finishing off this brow glue and I'll be right back. All right, so my brows are on. Let's go ahead and finish up the eyes. I'm just going to take a little bit of Sunder, which was one of those shades that we used in the crease, and I'm just going to sweep that on the lower lash line. I like how that just brings a little bit of warmth. And you guys are probably gonna be surprised because I'm gonna go in with an eyeliner, like in the waterline. And if you are new here, I honestly like never do this because I wear contacts and it messes me up. But I want this to be smoky, but I don't wanna use black. So that's why I'm gonna go in with this one. It's from e.l.f. It is their No Budge retractable eyeliner. I can never say that word. No Budge retractable eyeliner in the shade Coffee. To set the face, I'm going in LA Girl setting spray. That's got a nice mister on it. There's like no blobs. Like that's what I call it, those blobs that just come out sometimes. Mascara going in, this is the Wet n Wild Mega Length. You guys know I love this. I'm just gonna coat my lashes to blend with the falsies. And then I'm gonna use this at the bottom. So now is the tricky part of makeup. Let me know how you guys feel down below. Why do I feel like the lips, like nailing the lip is like the hardest part of makeup? Does anybody else feel that way? I feel like sometimes I can't get the undertone right, or what I'm envisioning, like I don't have, or I can't make it happen. I don't know. I got this, okay? I think this was on viral when they first came out on TikTok. It's the NYX Shine Loud. It's like a liquid lip, but it has like that gloss that you put over, and it's supposed to be like transfer proof, but I kind of like the shade of that. I feel like that would be really great. Or I have this from Dose of Colors in the shade Supernatural. It's just like a liquid lip. So I wanted to do one of these with like a darker lip liner just to bring in the fall vibes. I think I'm gonna try the Rimmel lip liner in Coffee Bean. This looks super insane, but I think once we get the lip on and we blend it, this might work, okay? I think I'm gonna go in with Dose of Colors. You know what? No, let's try this one. What is this one in? Global Citizen, I wanna say, just like a neutral. I'm gonna have to blend this liner. I think I'll take a little bit of the Dose of Colors and just tap it in the center. Hey, that's beautiful. That turned out pretty nicely, right? Yeah. Let's just put it on. Let's just put it on. What the heck? I think I like it matte. Yeah, I think I do, but we can't go back. So we're gonna let this just dry down. I'm gonna do a little test too, see if it transfers, see what that's all about. So I'm gonna go ahead and try this transfer thing. It's only on the outer perimeter, so I'm thinking that might be the lip liner. So I did it again, and you could tell because I overlined the top, that's like the lip liner, but everywhere else, no, I messed up, like, well, oh, it's still there. I think that's it though, but oh my God, that actually like worked. It's just my lip liner. The only thing is though, when you do that, it kind of takes the gloss off. Cause like, look, we're back to matte, which I'm actually ain't mad about. So guys, this wraps up today's video. I really hope you enjoyed it. Give me a thumbs up if you did, and leave any recommendations down below. I do actually really like, this is not what I had in mind, but I do love how that turned out with that, you know, shimmer shade in the center. Remember the halo eyes? I think we should start bringing those back. I used to love doing the halo eyes, but I think we just kind of, you know, with trends coming and going, we kind of got away from it. But that's it, guys. Thanks so much for watching and your constant support. Make sure you subscribe before you leave here, and I'll see you soon in my next video. Bye.